Steve, you go into the game top of the table and it's an away trip, but does anything change?
No, nothing will change really. No, nothing will change. Team might, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, no, nothing change with us just because we were on top of the table. That won't, as I've said before, we won't take any notice of anything, any league positions or anything like that. So it's nice that we're there, but doesn't mean too much at the moment.
And if the message to the players is same again, please, how easy is that to sort of reinforce that that's what they need to do?
I think they know, they're not, I've been with them a little while now, so, 9 out of 10 when they go out on the pitch, they want to deliver good performances, they want to deliver 3 points. Sometimes it doesn't work out like that, as I've said before, they're human beings. We all make mistakes, human beings. That's what happens. So, they're, as I've said before, I can't speak highly enough of them. Really, they're a good group. They have a good spirit about them. They know what they're doing now, and if we can replicate our performances at the moment, that'll be pleasing.
Someone said to me the other day that you used to say years ago, a manager earns his corn at the start of the season and the end of the season, and a lot of it in the middle, if things are going well, can almost look after themselves. Do you still subscribe to that view?
I don't know if I did say that. I think you've got that the wrong way round.
Have I? Right, that's what Ian Randall said to me.
Yeah, no, I see Ian the other night. I think that the beginning sort of takes care of itself a little bit because everything's new. And they're quite fresh, fit from pre-season. And the end, if you're whatever mix you're in, that takes care of itself. I think probably it's the bit in the middle where you have to keep them going. So there won't be any danger of me taking my foot off the pedal. I don't probably know any different. So I think you just have to be consistent with your messages to the guys, and hopefully they stay fit, stay confident, and keep the cohesion going that we've already got. It's an honest, hard-working group that get on well together.
And that consistency of message, how important is that? Because I guess for the players that almost becomes automatic. They know what's coming.
It's very important you're consistent. What you mustn't do is, duck and dive between results and think that, 9 out of 10 what we tell them it'll be correct and what we want them to do in certain situations. They have lots of ideas now, lots of patterns, lots of solutions to things, and hopefully they can keep them going. Sometimes we'll set up and a team will play different, or they'll turn up different from the games that we've already seen, and then the guys might have to find solutions out early in the game, first 10 or 15 minutes in the game, if their setup is slightly different. But I think we've been through lots of permutations now, lots of formations, and we'll try and navigate our way around whatever is put in front of us.
And how much confidence comes from having that bank of experience and knowing that you can find multiple ways to win?
Mine or theirs?
Theirs.
I don't think theirs is experience. I think theirs is more knowledge. So it's what I've tried to do wherever I've been, is pass on the knowledge of how to get around certain situations. Some of them, as I've said before, there's many ways of winning a game. It can be defensively, it can be all out attack, it can be possession, it can be non-possession. There's lots of ways of winning a game. Counter attacking could be lots of things, and I think I talk football to them a lot. Most of our conversations, I sat in the dressing room this morning with probably, 5 or 6 or 7 of them, and we were talking about football, and it doesn't need to be everyone that's in there. So a lot of my conversations with the lads are about football.
I guess you want them to live it and breathe it as you do.
They're not bad at it. You know, they're young boys. They live very different lives now. But yeah, I mean, no, I think they're a good group. You know, they want to learn. They ask questions, but they're good. Yeah, very good. They've been really, really good, really good.
Woking played on Wednesday. Did you go and watch them?
Yeah.
What did you think of them?
Yeah, I thought in the end that I thought it was tough on them. Losing the game. It was a tough night for them. You know, they didn't score the penalty, but you know, other than that, I thought they worked really hard.
How much of that is a help in terms of being able to go and watch the opposition live before you play them on the Saturday? Because it doesn't happen often.
No, it doesn't happen very often. It is if you do get a chance to go and see them live, it does help you. I know that you can't always do that, and you have to watch a lot of it on a laptop or whatever, because the teams in your league, 9 out of 10 were all playing at the same time on the same night. So yeah, it was an opportunity to go and do that last night, and I, looking back on it, whilst it was a late night back home, it was well worth the trip.
And you've got an extra 24 hours to prepare as well. I guess that's probably more of a disadvantage potentially for them than an advantage for you, is it?
To be honest, I've been in this scenario so many times where I've thought to myself, well, this is a bonus. You know, the other team are playing on a Wednesday night, and then you turn up, and then they end up being sharper than you on the Saturday. And then other times, I've had it the other way around, where my team's played on the Wednesday night, and then I turn around and I think, how are they going to be? And, they've had another 24 hours rest. Sometimes what happens is you can come down, and then you come down too much, if you know what I mean. So, the turnarounds, I'm neither here nor there on those turnarounds, and that won't make any difference to our preparation for the game.
A couple of players went off as precautions the other night. How are Carl McAllister and Liam Sercombe?
Yeah, we'll have to see with those. Probably there'll be a bit more of a key time with that tomorrow.
And Marcel Lavinier, how's he progressing?
Yeah, he's progressing quite well. He's been back into training now, so hopefully he's okay.
And Teddy Jenks back out on the grass running as well?
Yeah, back out on the grass running, but probably a little bit early for him, but positive signs for sure, yeah.
Everyone else okay?
Yes.